Do you want to start your show or you want me to start mine?
You can start yours. I'll do another intro on mine.
Okay. Hi, this is Kagi, and welcome to the Knittin in the Mitten episode of the High Fiber Diet. And I am sitting here with some ladies. We're going to have a couple sessions, so it'll be broken up because if I tried to put everybody in that wants to be on it, we'd be over talking too much. So, to start off with, let's go right to left and tell me who you are, where you're from, like the state. You don't have to say the city or your address, really. But, and maybe your Rav name and what you're doing.
Hi, I'm Cindy, and my Rav name's Knittin. I'm from Florida, and I'm spinning on my drop spindle.
What are you spinning?
I'm spinning some Targi.
Okay.
From Mountain Colors.
Hi, I'm Debbie Jazz from Chicago and I guess Michigan, and I am knitting. And until Dina tells me otherwise, I was trying to spin.
Throw me under the bus.
Absolutely.
I'm Dina, 1975, and I'm from Michigan, and I'm doing a test knit for somebody.
Okay.
I'm Annette, stained glass knit, and I'm working on a pair of socks.
I'm Tina, Bloomingknitter from Knitting Blooms, and I'm working on my bacardi.
I'm Kate Hudson. I'm just ripped down a row. So. My mitten, which means I have knit 6 whole rows today.
I'm Michelle, Nick131 from Michigan, and I'm crocheting a slipper.
And you can hear the other ladies that will be joining us in a little while upstairs, I'm sure. We don't have a door that we can close, so we're just going on with it.
Isn't there a door at the top of the stairs?
There is, yeah.
I think there is.
Do we need to close it?
Nah.
It
helps the ambiance. It's all about ambiance.
Believe me, it is so fun here. I cannot tell you how wonderful these ladies are, but what I want from them is, what are you taking away from this retreat? What's your favorite moment and your favorite saying or something that happened? Just, anything that comes to mind right now. And whoever wants to start can.
I'm going to start with the incredibly difficult, mind-sucking numbness of the word search. I'm sorry. To spend 6 to 8 hours looking for words in a word search, I feel incredibly stupid and incredibly lucky that Margot and Kathy helped me out to complete it. So that's what I'm taking away. But it's so much fun. I'm having a great time.
You needed more wine.
Oh.
Sorry.
It was great fun.
Next year, note to self, no word search.
No, but we're getting strippers. Next year we're getting strippers. Me and Margot, we're on it. If anybody knows any strippers,
Okay.
we're doing auditions.
Edit.
Taking off.
No, we're not editing that.
Only if you supply the dollar bills.
Do you know how many people are going to want to come to your retreat next year as strippers?
Yeah, no.
Okay. Yeah. Besides the mind-numbing word search and the promise of strippers, I'm learning to spin. Yeah.
Anyone else?
I guess my, I got a couple of times that I thought were pretty good was when you laid in the pile of yarn that was on the floor, and what Lori did to Kathy down here.
And what did
the
she
ice
do?
cream. She shoved her face in her ice cream. in her whipped cream. It was hilarious.
I missed that.
Oh, it was funny. Lori says, well, she just made the bowl and Kathy had it up to her face and she licked it or something. And Lori says, what did you just do? And so she did it again and Lori pushed it into her face. Pictures will be forwarded.
Yeah.
I think some of them have already been
pictures.
I think some have already been tweeted already. That was funny.
I've discovered Scrumpies, which is hard apple cider, and it's yummy.
In fact, we discovered it so well at Knittin in the Mitten that we bought out the store. They don't have any more.
Went on a rum run tonight, and they only had 4 bottles left. So the 6 bottles I was supposed to get, I only got 4.
Yep.
She said she had a case and a half this morning and she only had the 4.
And the only reason she had a case and a half this morning is I had brought 6 to begin with. They only have 2 cases. I think it was their total shipment for that week. So they're gonna wonder what happens next week when they don't sell.
Yeah.
So what you have to do is warn them before the retreat?
I do. I do know the owners of that store, and yeah, I do warn them that we need that. But I thought 2 cases was going to be enough because normally when I get people addicted, they're like, okay, it's good, I want yours. So mine gets drunk and, that's it. But yeah, the store was close by this time. And going around.
Well, one of my favorite moments was when we were playing the Last Knitter Standing. When the question came up, what do you do with a finished object when you're done knitting it? And
or what not to do.
Yeah, and one of the answers that somebody yelled out was burn it. Thanks to Karen from Round the Twist.
Yes, and we must apologize because someone in our group kept showing the video over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
We all feel for you, Karen.
Yes, we do.
We do.
And you might want to thank Jet Girl for that.
Yeah.
But don't ask Jen Oss what she thinks about it.
Okay, I didn't know what she thinks about it.
Oh, she started laughing hysterically. Belly laughing.
I almost cried when I saw it. It
Yeah.
was like, no. But I can see that happening.
Well, I have stopped knitting this stupid mitten. I met so many people that I think I will keep in touch with, and have a whole bunch of notes of stuff I learned that I didn't know before. All these
You took
podcasts
notes?
and stuff.
You took notes?
I did.
Oh,
Because I'll
my
forget
girl.
it when I get home. And I got beautiful yarn. I'm going to make one for a shawl. But I am so tired, which is a good thing. I probably shouldn't have stayed up till 1:30 the last 2 nights.
Well, if you were looking at the clock upstairs that stopped at 10:30 2 days ago, and everybody thought it was 10:30.
No, I
Hey, but you
don't.
gained an hour tonight, so you can party like a rock star.
There you go.
I think we got fabulous door prizes.
Oh, yes.
I really got
Yes.
such nice stuff and all the things.
Thank you to all of our sponsors.
Absolutely.
It made this event, we could have gotten together and just knit and it would have been fine, but the little things that came through and the big things that came through were absolutely wonderful.
And the vendor market was really cool. That was
It
really
was.
cool.
Yes, that was really nice.
Yeah, made me buy fiber, and again, I don't spin.
Even though my husband wouldn't let me buy a bunny.
You
Are they
weren't the
selling the
only one
bunnies?
that says, yeah.
There were bunnies. You missed the
If
bunnies.
you need their contact, I'll give it to you.
Well, my husband probably would kill me if I came home with a bunny.
You want to add to your cat collection? Just call it one of the hops, teach it to meow.
Yeah.
Is it going to go to the serving dish too?
Maybe. I think you can train a bunny to use a litter box.
Yeah.
You can.
Yes. Yes.
Might be better than my cats.
These ladies also got to meet Sarge, which was very nice. He is amazed that everyone came from everywhere to this. So thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you for holding.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah, thanks for allowing us to stay, even though after we've done all those things to you.
That you don't even know about yet.
Yeah.
What didn't you tell me about?
Sleep with one eye open.
That's
Sleep
right.
with one eye
The
open.
last night. Remember, we gain an hour.
It's the bewitching hour.
You'll never know which hour it's going to be.
So, anything that you're, I don't know how to say this.
We had so much stuff lined up to work on, and we were having a great time doing all the things. Like we never got to go to your sewing machine stuff.
I didn't even bring my sewing machine
Oh, well then, there you go.
because I knew at the end I just went no. But this is the first time I have been able to sit down in there. Because I don't sit. I mean, even at other retreats, I don't sit well. Normally I get more upstairs on my other project. Yeah, I have 2 rows, I think, that I'm in.
But there's some beautiful projects out there. That's the other thing.
Oh, yeah,
Some of the
show
shawls
and
and, show and tell has been
Who's Tree of
fantastic.
Life?
Just,
Oh yeah.
Debbie Lynn's Tree of Life.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that just
What's her-
phenomenal or
Yes.
what?
And of course, Mountain Pearl showing off all her stuff, and hopefully they will be down to talk about those things.
Yes, I mean, but just, yeah, you're right. The show and tell projects have just been phenomenal. They're beautiful. It's amazing how much talent and creativity is out there. I mean, it's amazing.
And you learn so much. The classes that were offered, I know we'll probably talk about this in the other groups too, and we'll kind of segment them out, bringing them in, to little parts if I can do that on mine. Not sure what you do on yours, so I'm leaving that up to you. But we had a button making class, we had a stitch marker class, and we ended up just doing the measurement class. We didn't do the duct tape dummy. We kind of decided it would be. They learned how. I kind of told them, yeah, this is what you're going to do, but you need a friend to do it. But it's easier to do it at home. So just not enough time. That's the problem with retreats. You look forward to it all year, and then when you get there, it's laid back, but it's still go go go, but it's still laid back, and you run out of time.
Yeah, you're
That's
always
right.
doing something.
It's kind of like vacation.
Yeah,
You're
need a
more
vacation
tired
for your vacation.
When you get home from your vacation because you want to go and do and see things, but
Right.
you're there to relax, but you're exhausted when you get home.
But it's a good exhaustion.
Yeah.
It's different than going to work exhausted.
Right.
Yes, exactly.
I'm just happy not to be woke up tonight.
You think?
Yeah, you think. I already told you I'd be up there crying.
We
Watch
can
your
make that
eyes.
happen.
I may be leaking.
Oh,
You're not
I was gonna
overstimulated.
say, there's an app for that.
good Lord.
I think that's going to take us into, does anyone have any final words, or we're going to go on with the next segment?
If you have a chance to go to a Fiber Fest and a retreat weekend, go. Run, send in your money, sign up. I'm a virgin.
I was going to say, who here, it was their first one?
I'm a virgin.
Me.
I'm a virgin too.
Okay, so we have 3 that we popped the cherry on.
I
That was
love
good.
how there's people from here from all over the country. I had no idea, and I was so confused. I kept thinking, well, how did you know about this, and how does everyone know each other, and everyone knows each other from chatting on there. I have all
Yes.
these little groups and everything that I'm gonna search now when I get it.
Yeah, we have a daily thread. Do you have a chat thread in yours?
We don't have a daily thread, but we'll get on there and chat.
So I mean, there were people. I had known when Ravelry first started that we've never met, and we met at this, and it was just amazing putting a real face. I mean, when she walked in, and I went, "You have a whole face. It doesn't stop here."
Oh, jumping it, yeah. Or one of my fellow Debs, the 6,000 Debs.
Yes, there were 6,000 tabs. Actually, there were 6.
They're 6, but you know.
Yeah, and we had multiple Lorries and multiple Amy's, and yeah.
But you're right, yeah, seeing people's real faces instead of just either the artificial avatar or just a portion of it.
Exactly.
kinda
I don't
funny.
look like a giant pumpkin.
Or a spider, isn't that a spider?
It's a spider with a pumpkin in the back.
And Dina doesn't have massive muscles.
No, that's her hubby.
Yeah.
But I am truly that cute in that black and white photo.
No, I think the screen just went blank.
Okay, so it doesn't stop in the head.
I
It's
hope
Okay, sorry.
we'll find it.
But that takes us about 16 minutes in, and I think we're going to go on to the next one.
Yay!
Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for
Bye-bye.
letting us.
See ya.
This is session 2, and we have some new people with us, and I would like you to introduce yourself.
My name is Penny, and I'm from Northeast Indiana, and this is my first knitting retreat, so I'm a knitting retreat virgin.
And do you have a rap name?
I have a rap name, it's Siberian Cat, and I finished 2 objects, so I'm on to object number 3 that I brought, and it's just a pair of vanilla socks, and I really enjoyed the weekend. This morning I got a chair massage, which was wonderful. I've had a great roommate, Ruby, which is Mountain Pearl. She'll talk up for herself. And I've enjoyed meeting, putting faces on people, and not having muggles around. And you can talk knitting, and they don't think you have 3 heads, and I loved it.
So glad.
I'm Kathy, Ravelry native Mountain Pearl. I'm from Colorado, and I've just enjoyed hanging out with everybody, laughing with Katie.
In the last segment, these are the 3 that were up there cackling.
That's true. That's true.
Now, what are you working on?
Oh, pair of vanilla socks. My roommate gave me some yarn in a goodie bag, and I cast on the socks last night.
I'm Deborah Youngs, Southwest Michigan, 2 hours from Kagi. Well, there's everything that's great about this retreat. We laugh, and so far nobody's peed their pants.
Are you sure?
Nobody fell down the stairs. I think that's the
I
best
fell
thing.
up the stairs.
That's better than down there. It's all that scrumpy, and then, you know.
Somebody fell down, yeah.
Somebody did fall down?
Between, yeah, going between
The rooms.
the rooms.
Oh, that was this morning. That was Dina. Yeah.
I live in a sheltered life.
Well, like I told her, she wears them hooker boots. It's just, you know.
Can I give just like a really quick call out to Becky O because she didn't get to come. We miss you, honey.
Oh,
Hi, Becky.
And Andrea, DNA Price.
Yeah,
Yes.
you get planning. We'll be there in February.
And you know what? Those stuffed animals are awesome, and they are your friends. I love you. And you.
Oh, it's me.
My name is Ralph. Girl1313. This is also my first knitting retreat, which has been fantastic. I've had a really good time. I've laughed a lot. Had a headache most of the weekend because I've been laughing so hard. I'm working on a vanilla sock at the moment on my first Vesper sock yarn, which is very nice. The Ralph comment is a story. Do you want me to tell now or should I wait for my podcast?
That you will have to watch on her podcast.
You'll have to watch
because
Knittin on the Fly,
stay tuned.
which is an audio podcast, and that will probably
It's
be
a
video.
video.
How many strikes have you had? I haven't had hardly any lately.
You've had no alcohol in it. She's working on
I
her
drink
glasses.
You had stories tonight.
Just a little. Way more
One
than
glass.
I know, right? My video podcast, which I'll probably record on Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on my work schedule, but the full story of why my name is Ralph will be explained. And you will understand the laughing and cackling when you hear the story. Alright, you're up.
I'm Kobe, also known as CJ Colback, and I'm from Southwest Michigan, about an hour from here. And this isn't my first retreat, but it's my first retreat with Maggie, and I had an absolutely wonderful time. My favorite thing is I finally got to meet so many different people that I talk to a lot, and get to know things about people and get to know things about people.
Like what they ate before the But anyway.
First impressions were made. First and second impressions were made. Some more powerful than others. Catch and Tiger Lilies will never be the same.
Okay.
All right.
My name is Jen. Ravelry is
Os0524, and I am from the area as well. I live about 45 minutes, I guess, from here. This is my first knitting retreat, and it surpassed every I came with no expectations really, except to have a nice time, but it has surpassed everything. Like, if I could just live in this little world of knitting, I would be so happy. But it's been great. I've met so many people, and I think more than anything, being around this many knitters has caused me to feel like I really want to raise the bar on my own knitting. Like, it's made me want to be a better, like, I love knitting, and like you said, you can talk here and it's like you can use that language that we all know so well without anybody going, nobody's eyes glaze over here when you talk about stop Karen for the 3rd hour in a row. So, it's been great. It really is, and I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, about that. Let me get through this one. We're still not there yet. I have to admit I had a control issue. Yeah, no, that's a shock. And I had a bit of a meltdown, and then life became good, and everything became much better here. So I wasn't controlling it. No, I'm not like that. I wasn't, you have to knit this and you have to knit that. It was a control issue for me.
You had assignments when we got here.
You had what?
So you gave us assignments when we got here.
Yeah. Yeah. Only blue yarn for you. Damn it. Come on.
Use these needles to knit your hat.
No, I'd be telling you a sweater.
I actually did that.
Sweater.
I made them knit a hat the first year.
And I did.
Oh, I did. I made them knit a hat.
And I told her, no.
There were some people that had a picture with the ball of yarn on their head. Because they were not knitting the hat.
I held my mother-in-law's in my hand and went, yeah. It's undescribable getting together with people that share your own passion. What are things that you felt you could say, other than just saying knitter's language? What did you feel you could say and somebody else would understand? Because 2 people have mentioned it. So, I mean, what aren't you able to, because I mean, y'all know Sarge. I can talk knitting with him. Yeah, it floats over his head, but he still doesn't glaze over. You know, he understands the lingo because he's been around me forever. But, I don't know, I never feel like I'm in a mobile situation, so I don't understand.
I think for me, I don't have a local membership, so I don't have a knitting group. Like Ravelry and everyone I know on there and the Google Plus Hangouts, that's all I get. Like, unless I see Heather, who lives anywhere from 1.5 to 3 hours away, depending on where she is at the time, or Tina, who lives on an island.
Right.
You know, I don't have people to just, hey, can I go over and hang out? I don't get that. So to be in a situation where for 2 days I can, that's all we're doing is knitting and spinning. And
yes.
It's
we'll get to that. Anyways.
But it's, for me, that's what's very different, is that it's very common. It's what we all have in common, and it's not something I'm used to having. So it's a great experience. It's really fun.
As a tear rolls down her cheek, it's really cool.
I was bawling upstairs like that.
I think too, like I had to go back to work on Friday, so I went and brought my goodie bag that we got on Monday or on Thursday night, and I took it out and I was like, oh my gosh, look at this! This is from a bison, and this is a fiber from a sheep, and all this stuff. And every coworker went, huh? So it's just that camaraderie of, you understand what I'm excited about. I can be a total dork over a ball of sock yarn here, and nobody goes, you're a total dork.
Oh no, there will be a dork right along with you.
Exactly, like, you know, and just, I mean, we sat up there and talked about needles for 25 minutes or whatever like that. And
different tips,
and experimenting, and shared things, and passed things around. I mean, I suppose that really any hobby probably has their own language and their own group of people,
right.
But you never get it at this level of intensity. Like, I don't have a knitting group that I knit with on a regular basis just because my schedule's changed and I haven't searched it out.
But you do have a spinning group.
Yes, I do have a spinning group who are enablers. They are enablers.
Yeah, I'm part of that spinning group.
I don't know how many
I don't
groups.
push anyone.
But I don't know how many groups where you can take. How many were here? 46
Actually,
people.
47 because my daughter's workmate looked at her last night and said, "Your mom's Coggy?" And who went, "Yeah. Oh my gosh, my mom has listened to your mom for 3 years. If I give you money, can she go?"
Oh,
That's
really?
hysterical.
And so she showed up as a day tripper just from last night because Boo works with the daughter. So I mean, it
that's
was
awesome.
so there was 47.
It's a small zone.
Well, but how many places can fill 47 people where a great majority of them have never met each other?
Yeah.
And as far as I know, there's been no disagreements, there's been no bickering, there's no pettiness. It's, it's like, go here, try these $40 needles. And they just go floating around the room.
Yeah.
Like,
here.
everyone leaves their cell phones and their cameras. Like, you don't feel like you have to guard your stuff. Like, it's just, there's no stress being here. There's nothing.
We played a knitting game last night, and we were in teams of 1, 2, 3, and I loved the competition. And it was all about knitting rows of garters. Just knitting. And
Why are we 8 rows? We only got 2 rows.
Why do I have to rip out?
We got 8 rows.
I know. 8 rows.
Hey, that's when the number came up. I spun that little thing. And
the generosity of knitters is overwhelming to
Absolutely.
me. Like, it took 3 people to talk me into taking a sweater's worth of yarn out of that pile today. And it was because someone else needed it to go to a new home, and it would go to my home and be loved and used. And it's just amazing.
we have pictures. We should talk about that swap
The
table.
generosity of other knitters is something that always, never ceases to amaze me. I mean, now you have people all over the country who would easily open their homes to you. They would, you know what I mean? Well, maybe not everybody.
Maybe never again.
I mean, it's amazing how many people have been like, oh, here, try this, do this, try my spinning wheel and sit down here and use my,
Use my fiber, use my...
And learning at these
Oh,
events. It is not like taking a class at a local yarn store.
No.
And I mean, do you want to touch on that? Because you used to teach at a yarn store.
Well, first I want to just say one thing. It's like, what I like about it is we all talk on Ravelry all the time, but we haven't met a lot of us in person. And to get together with someone you haven't known, I mean, this is my roommate, we've never met each other, and it's just wonderful because Ravelry brought us all together, and we feel like we know each other because we talk all the time on the forums.
Thank you, Jess and Casey.
And if I'm ever in Colorado, I will be giving that protocol. And if she says, come stay with me and the boys and I'll say, okay.
I better clean that house first.
Now, see, I picture you in my head because I see you online. I picture you as being one of these neat necks. You're so organized. You have everything together. You're up at 5:30 in the morning. You knit for an hour. You're relaxed. And now I know you're actually a real human.
That's hilarious. My husband would be like,
you're going to have to let me watch this.
Well, I was even thinking about our swap today. And, everybody bought these fabulous gifts that they really put a lot of their heart and their soul.
Well, we
into.
had a $20 swap that you had to get something from your area that kind of represented where you're from.
Yeah,
That's
nobody
she
knows what a
explained.
$20 bill looks like.
Yeah.
No.
I had somebody ask me, and they're like, "Do we have to stick to the $20 limit?" And I'm like, "Nobody else is. Why should you?"
Yeah, exactly.
I like the best gift that was introduced with the phrase, "You have to remember, I've been in Paris for the last 2 weeks."
The entire months.
And I was the recipient of that gift, and I love it. And it had to do with age. It was a time when being older was good.
So going back to the question, touching on how to learn at a retreat, or how you learn at a retreat compared to a local learning store.
I think it's totally different because when you're at a retreat, everybody wants to help everybody, and anybody can ask anybody anything. Somebody's going to know the answer to it.
Yep.
And in a yarn store, I think people feel intimidated. And I know me, when I taught the advanced classes because my patience level was
yes.
But I don't, when I go to a retreat, you want me to fix it? Like somebody had a problem with the sock. They didn't know where they were, so I said, okay, what's now? I'll tell you where you are. And Let's
We-
just help people with the generosity that retreats us.
We actually had a new knitter at this retreat. She had never knit. She went down and bought her first set of needles, and we let her cast them.
Who was that?
Cindy's sister-in-law?
Yeah, Cindy's sister.
She's so cool.
So, yeah.
Very cool.
And I messed up. I was working on a shawl, and I got tired of tinking because I would tink a whole bunch of rows back. And Deb said, "Here, let me do that. Let me do that for you." She says, "I know after you tink for a while, you get tired of tinking back your own stuff." And then she really liked the needles I was using, so she knit for a little bit on my needles. And nobody has acted
You shared needles.
stuck up about
We shared
knitting.
needles.
I really appreciate that some people are so much more advanced than I am, and yet nobody's like,
There's no
"You
judgment here."
nincompoop.
Don't you know you're knitting wrong? You're holding it in your wrong hand.
Yes.
You know, you definitely have to hold it like this, and it's got to be picked. And if you're not knitting with purple yarn, you know, just throw it out.
There's
That's
no
how it
judging here
No,
on any
no,
level,
no.
whether it's knitting or
Personal
personality,
life,
anything,
or
it doesn't matter.
anything
Like
shared stories.
Pajamas or
Yeah.
anything.
Oh my gosh, pajama party.
Some people have been in their pajamas
the whole time.
We won't mention any names.
But there's
Just look at them.
Well, I was thinking of my customers. I'd like to see me in my pajamas.
Well, I don't know your really practical knowledge about how to come to the next retreat. You have to look at Deb, who's got the chair, the lamp, the whole. Deborah, who has
That's right, because
like
I lost my virginity a year ago.
exactly.
Did you not see us talking about this? Are you bringing your outlights? Yes, I'm bringing both my outlights. Are you bringing your
Extension cord.
ball winder, extension cord?
Yeah, there's people who are professional retreat attenders too. And
My ottoman with all my knitting stuff
Exactly.
on the inside.
oh my gosh, I didn't realize that's what that is.
You know,
You have-
it lifts off so you can put your knitting stuff in, but yet my feet go up when I sit in my chair.
Genius. You have your pillow you sit on. It's just, yeah, we all have numb buttons, that's for sure. From the
Yeah.
days.
And if I didn't drive with two other people, I would have brought my IKEA chair, which is what I bring to my retreat.
Yeah, and she sets it down and takes it down
You have
every
to put
time.
the link to your IKEA chair in your
What is
podcast.
French will travel.
I don't know. It's like a, I don't know how to
Pong
pronounce it.
chair.
Pong. Is it pong?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
With the little dot thingy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know
There were
that's a
two
tip.
of those at your
Well, there's
retreat.
been a lot
Yeah,
of
there's
technology
not
updates.
And then
too.
Edie
With
brought up.
iPhones.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
everything. Teaching each other.
Yeah, you
Over
think this is a
talking.
room full of grannies and it's hysterical, you know what I mean? Like we're all, because people are always like, oh, it's not just a room full of grandmas knitting. And you look around this room and there's like iPads everywhere and computers and laptops out, and it's amazing how much technical knowledge to this group has.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What was funny was the first night getting here on Thursday night, and what's that new iPhone thing? Siri or Siri?
Siri.
Yeah. You heard it all over the room. Siri, tell me. I don't have an iPhone. I don't have a smartphone. I'm smart enough to have a real phone. But yeah, it was funny listening to that go around the room.
Well, I just got my iPhone after 11 years of a flip phone, so some grandmas do live here. But everybody was like, oh, let me show you how to do this, let me show you how to do that. I mean, and it was so exciting to me because I am going to go home with fart sounds on my phone. And the bar, and the FU song, and Kobe. Yeah, I was like, oh my goodness.
And there was one about wrinkle cream that was shown to me by Javanette, I think it was. I'll have to ask her for the link for that one, but you guys are going to die laughing about that. And then we're definitely going to have to, if you want to look, and if you don't, we're going to have to ask Lori about her picture of the screaming dude. And that's about all I'm going to say on that until I get a link for it. And don't go there unless you like explicit things. But anyways.
You have been warned.
Any questions from you, since this is half you, girl?
I know. I'm loving listening to you guys. I get to talk enough on my own.
Well, I think you should talk a little bit about your run through the woods and
down the beach.
Yeah.
I did. I went for a run yesterday. About 5 miles. I ran all the way up the pier and around and back down, and had a wonderful trip through kind of through town, and it's pretty nice.
It's a nice little town. It's a tourist trap. It is definitely, we're between 3 major cities here in Michigan. There's Muskegon, Holland, and Grand Rapids, all within basically a 30-mile radius. If you, I mean, not to the dead center of town, but you know, you get to the edge of town at that point in time. But we're the kind of hub of the triangle where the beach is and the homey downtown, you know, that kind of thing. And it's very geared towards tourists, so you have a lot of the shops that are very West Michigan oriented and things like that. And it was really nice to work with a lot of those shops on getting this retreat going, but also to have that to show you guys. And I mean, we're within walking distance of the beach here, like Michigan. It wasn't, Grand Haven doesn't have anything on the beach because we have the state park for our beach. And of course we could get campgrounds, but mind you, camping is hotel without turn down service, so that's not happening.
The 6-star. She likes the stars in the sky.
Yeah. But I think the only complaint I have is the stairs, because I need to get a stair stepper. I need to get a stair stepper because I don't think my calves have been this tight in quite a while.
Well, they're skinny and they're narrow, and
it's an old steep.
They're very steep.
Yeah. But other than that, I mean,
we fit fantastically. I mean, we had a lot of people in the living room today.
Yes.
Yeah, a lot of people.
We were stacked up in there.
And I think it went well.
I appreciated getting to meet Sarge because I hear his voice all the time. Of course, I've seen his picture in your avatar.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Did he meet your expectation?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. There have been some suggestions for future appearances for Sarge.
Such as?
Kind of military garb or men in power, maybe entertaining us at the next retreat. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, the last segment brought up strippers, so you really need to...
There's a reaction to curtains in your face.
You do know there's 4 things in life I don't share, right?
Sarge is one of mine. I would turn my head.
No, you wouldn't.
Too much information.
Anyways,
you didn't have to bleep up that whole section.
Yeah,
Just
her
30-minute beginning.
Her 30-minute video section is now 3 seconds long.
There was a second segment, but we've had to delete it.
I really did enjoy meeting him. I saw you two interact and how helpful he was to you and willing to do running for you. And I saw you catch a kiss one time. And I just really appreciated that. Maybe kind of.
we are sick lovey-dovey. When we're together, if he's not in uniform, we are. If he's in uniform, we can't touch. I mean, that's just, there's no personal contact in uniform other than, you know, if we're walking into an event or something, he can hold my hand or whatever, but normally not. But if he's... Another one down! Somebody's having fun with Bob. We're just, you know, we've been married a long time, but we still act like teenagers.
Well, he has such a voice, such a radio voice. And so listening to his voice, it's just, I'm the same way. It's like, oh, that's Sarge, you know, that's Sarge in person.
Well, for me, it was very surreal to hear them talking. I'm like,
oh, you were in the other room. That's
we
right.
were sitting over in here, and they were in the kitchen, and I mean, I've heard their voices, I've seen the pictures, I know what they look like, but to hear it in real life was very Twilight. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm in the same room.
And you guys got to meet one of my children.
Oh, she's a sweetie. She picked me up at the airport.
And you know, my podcast has always been a family interaction. So
Not family rated, but
no.
family
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty open with my kids on most things. But yeah, not for other people. So let's put it that way. But I guess, is there anything else?
It's great. It's probably too much already. Well, I just think we all thank Coggy and, you know, have had a great time. And
I couldn't do it without you guys, I'll tell you.
Thank you.
It wouldn't have been worth it having it here by myself.
well,
Maybe you, Sarge, the hot tub.
she's like, man, I should have skipped the retreat.
Maybe that would have relaxed me the first time.
That's what you do next year. You should have came early.
How dare you? Look at my lips.
There you go.
We got her last night.
I do have something to ask as a final thing. At the last retreat that we had 2 years ago, you told us that every knitting bag needs a certain item that you carry with you.
My knife.
No, normally it holds whiskey or...
Oh, yes, my flask. It didn't come this time.
It didn't come this time.
No, I didn't want to have to check it. But yeah, no. Okay. I have a flask.
Nice.
And it has a picture of yarn and needles, and it holds alcohol.
Yes.
Awesome.
You have a yarny flask?
Yes.
You have a yarny flask?
Yes.
Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome.
That's awesome.
That and from a knitting friend in the end. She happens to know me, but
That's
Nothing to be ashamed of, because believe me, there are some times that unraveling a tangle in yarn, or you know, that sock that didn't go right that you ripped out, or the hat like Lori had that she ripped out like 12 million times. Yeah, that drink.
Or the
992 stitches.
Mobius.
And 10 rows.
And 10 rows.
And
So
Mobius.
that's 9,920 stitches.
Yeah.
And that was not this weekend.
No.
But I did the 100-stitch baby sweater Mobius this weekend and had to tear it out.
Did you swear?
This is how far I am. This is how far I am.
Wait a minute. I saw stripes a couple of
I know, but I did it on a size 4 and it needed to be on a 7. It's okay. The baby's like the size of a piece of rice right
This
now.
is knitting in real life.
Yeah, so, you know, maybe by the time this little newborn baby of ours is here, there'll be a little sweater with a puppy dog in the front. We'll hope for it.
Babies too.
Oh, no. Because I'm making a 2, so after I knitted it, the kids got to at least put it on once or twice, you know. So, yeah.
So I think I'm going to say thank you, and I think we have another session coming up. So let's end positive.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
And now we're back with the third session. It's kind of different doing this in sessions, I'll tell you, but with the way we overtalk each other and try not to. But so let's introduce
What do
you
you
as-
mean we talk over each other?
Yeah. Let's start left to right. Introduce yourself.
Me?
Yeah, that would be you.
Was Unwilling is my rap name. I'm Deborah and her aunt.
My aunt, yes.
Yes. And what are you?
Where are you from?
I am up in the UP now in Sault Ste. Marie. It's beautiful up there.
Mm-hmm.
And I came down here because I pay for it.
No, you were kind of suckered in. You didn't have a choice.
She wasn't willing.
No, she was very willing.
And it's been one hell of a trip so far.
What's your favorite?
Favorite?
Yeah. What happened? What you saw? What you did? What?
I like all the spinning and And then all the talk about the detachable penis and the bed farts was good too.
Bed farts.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
How do I follow that?
She told me not to talk about it. Yeah.
No.
Everyone said they're throwing in.
I don't even know what they're talking about, so we're going to have this conversation later.
Okay, I'm Melissa. Go Preds on Ravelry. And
Go Predators.
Go Predators. It's a national hockey team, and
She's not a,
not a perm. Preds. Anyway, Go Preds is for the Nashville Predators hockey team. Let's just get that straight. Anyway, from Arkansas.
Sounds weird saying that, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I used to be from Florida. Oh, what I most enjoyed it.
Now you're a knitting retreat virgin?
Yeah, this is the first time I've been anywhere. And I'm not knitting because I usually talk with my hands, and now I've got something in my hand to keep me from talking anyway, so that's where I'm from. And my favorite thing has been watching all the spinning wheels too, because I want one for Christmas.
Which wheel do you like?
I don't know. I like the one with the single thing, treadle, and
the Saxony version or the Castle?
Oh.
Saxony has the wheel off to the side. Castle's
way down the rabbit hole. I haven't gotten far.
Back off, Alice.
Hold the phone.
We have both kinds.
So I'll tell you, I like the one that I get for Christmas. I'll just tell you that.
There we go.
Whatever's kind of brain stuff. More good.
I'm Margot. Margot Kidney on Ravelry. I live here in Holland, about 30 minutes south of where we are right now. The thing I like the most are all the people, all the friendship, and it's like everyone's known each other forever, and it's all because of the podcast that we've gotten to know each other, and it's just interesting to see everyone face to face, and it's been fun and a lot of laughs. And you should see the bar over there in the corner. I don't know.
I have pictures.
Someone talked about that, but it's like a frat.
No, everybody's been mentioning Scrumpies, but they really haven't talked about the bar. There was one person that picked up, what was it, 14 bottles?
There's rum, there's margaritas, there's lots of wine, there's champagne.
But wait, what kind of rum?
Ugly dog rum! Yeah. Okay. That's it. Bye.
That's it. Bye. Yeah, don't worry about that. And of course, Tina's still here, and she's being quiet. And yeah, I think she needs to talk more.
Okay, I'll try and think of something to say.
And so we're going to skip over here.
Lori, you on Ravelry. Favorite thing? Wrong.
It's what relaxes you best. Well, second best.
Just because I'm sharing the bed with you does not mean that I'm relaxed.
Well, that's what my husband wants pictures.
Tell me all the secrets. Next.
And she doesn't fart in bed, by the way.
All these people are here and just laughing.
Well,
I am the bar, and then
you got to, what?
Where are you from?
Where am I from? Here in Michigan. Near Ann Arbor.
I am Dream, Stitching Is on Ravelry. I think the best part of the whole weekend has been meeting everybody and getting help with my spinning finally, and all the laughing and all the hugging.
Oh, when we first saw each other, we just grabbed.
Oh, I know.
Boobs! We did boob squish.
I've had my mammogram now.
We'll give you the results later.
See what you're missing.
Don't forget the milkshakes upstairs.
Mom, that's
since then?
I missed that story. Talk.
Nursing mom. She was.
Oh, yeah.
Not me.
T-shirt.
Yeah, I'm very sure.
Oh, and I'm a retreat virgin. This is my first time. I am from Iowa.
And you drove
And I drove here all by my own self. And it was awesome. Because I got to listen to what I wanted to listen to. I got to stop when I wanted to stop.
And you got to talk to yourself too. And not argue much.
No, there were a couple of, oh, you damn dummies, though.
That's it? That's what you got, oh damn dummies?
Yeah, before the retreat even started, I was hosted very well by Margot and her husband and had food.
Chicken paprikash.
Chicken paprikash, and it is awesome, and Margot has to cook, write a cookbook.
That'd be nice.
Something for your retirement years, 20 years from now.
This is my retirement years, I'm not right
You need to retire if you're in your retirement years. You're too dang busy to be retired.
I'll tell you what, you send Bethany and I the recipes, and we will write the cookbook.
That's cool.
I have her mushroom soup one.
Except it's really hard to do a recipe when you just do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and it's like stuff
That's
that I
what
learned from my grandmother when I was young. There's nothing to measure, and
That's what happened with dinner tonight. I was out doing the measuring class, and the ladies, thankfully, had taken over dinner prep for tonight. And they come out and they're like, "There's no taco seasoning." I don't use taco seasoning. Well, what do you put? A little bit of cumin, a little bit of chili powder, a little bit of garlic powder, and call it good.
And the bewilderment on the face.
And I walked in, and I didn't even use, the tablespoon. No, poured it into my hand. Okay, 3 parts chili powder, 1 part cumin, half a part garlic, stir it up, you're done. Yeah, so that's how I learned to cook too. So I understand. And we're on to you.
I am Beth. I am Bliss on Ravelry. I am also a retreat virgin. Well, not after tomorrow. And I'm from Southwest Lower Michigan near Kalamazoo. My favorite part is so many things. All the new friends, the old friends, the classes. Those were a lot of fun.
Which classes did you take?
The button making and the stitch holder. We did stitch holders.
Which you did?
Stitch markers?
Stitch markers, yeah, sorry. Yeah, just having fun and laughing and relaxing and not having to worry about kids and housework and vacation time.
What did you find to be the funniest moment of the retreat?
Wait to say that.
There's been a ton of
we're
them.
not allowed to say.
Okay.
We have been forewarned upstairs that we're not allowed to say.
The burn.
Oh, yeah.
All right, the bed farts then.
Hearing about the person that burned their sweater in the
Oh, yes, and our heart goes out to her.
Yes.
Very sorry.
We wish you
Well,
well
we
here.
have some sweaters you can put in the oven for us, because, especially a green one.
Yeah, your poor green sweater.
Just to let you know how I do it is my dryer has a rack on it that you can put tennis shoes on it, and if it comes down because it's not agitated but there is heat, and you just have the dryer going with the rack and it dries it a lot better and you don't have to worry about it being burned.
But
Future notice.
The new saying is instead of rip it, just burn it.
Well, we did play the game and that was one of the answers. So we have talked about that some.
Remember.
Are you
We've had lots of barf.
No,
Yeah,
we aren't barfing.
I just showed him a picture of we were clown barfing
Well,
right
the other
now.
groups talked about big things, but we've just been laughing since we got here. It's just little things. Things that you would normally find funny, we find quite humorous. I think that's because we Oh, yeah, there's that.
It's all about the wrong. Ugly about the
Coming to a store near you.
They also make vodka.
Santa cat not included.
Which looked like a condom before she put it
I'm sorry. I'm still sorry.
If it's not short.
I'm really sorry. You had to have the monkey suit.
It was before the pom-poms. Oh, it's rimmed for more pleasure.
That's only for the whole
Sometimes you can have the hat up, or sometimes down. Sometimes you can put it back up, and sometimes you can put it back up. And we are the more mature ones here.
We proved that during the gift exchange.
How did you prove that during the gift exchange?
Because we told how old we were.
So age means maturity.
Not. Holy experience.
My experience.
Hey, I want to start my second childhood the third time.
With ugly dog wrong.
Holiday
Yeah,
decoration.
Do your listeners know that you're like this in real life?
She's very probably not.
I'm really not like this. I don't know who these people are.
This woman is quiet and just
She's
butter
very
with
reserved.
melt in her mouth, and she's sitting here. But you should see her upstairs.
You can't keep her off the table.
At least you didn't bring her bouncing balls.
You know she's gonna cut every bit of this.
The new uses for spinning wheels.
That's okay. I'm not.
I do think that next time there's a pajama party, Lori needs to have a frog suit.
We had the pajama party on Friday night, and everybody, there was the best theme, the best, yeah, Lori showed up as a sock monkey.
Tell her who.
Hat included.
Tell her what the first prize was for that she got.
Oh, yes. I was giving out prizes. I was like, how do I keep... I had a lot of donations that were great for door prizes, for the big prizes to be handed out. But then I had some donations that were little prizes.
They were the movie prizes.
No, these are the movie. Anyways.
We're sorry.
But, there's the little ones that you want to give out, but there's not enough to really pass around, but you got to figure out a way to give them out. So I'm like, okay, what can I do to break the ice? Because, the first night of a retreat is always the night that
Everybody's a little stiffer.
they're very stiff. They're like, I don't know how to interact. We're all knitting, and we're all having a good time and introducing ourselves, but
Together on the couch.
how do I interact?
I don't know if I'm comfortable saying the F word.
Yeah, and so my first prize given out, of course it was Mountain Pearl who made the comment of WTF. And I yelled out, what does WTF stand for? And she...
What the bleep?
Yeah, and she got the first prize for being the first person to cuss at the retreat. Because seriously, until somebody cusses everybody acts prim and proper. And really, this is me, folks. I have explicit on my podcast for a reason. There is no way I have a corn cob up my butt. I just know. I am not uptight and out of sight. So.
Wow.
So, and that's why we like you.
We got very relaxed very quickly.
With the help of the dog.
You know, this was not open until lunch today. It was my lunch today. And yeah, I needed it. It was really good, and really, you should buy some. Yes.
This has been a paid endorsement.
No one has broken or twisted any arms to stand behind this product.
We have to tell why, okay? We can't just do that.
Really, we don't.
No, okay.
Oh, come on.
Not putting it out there. No, we're good. Okay.
It's a small world.
That's girl.
Karma bake, baby.
Yeah.
Is this the last script coming down?
Yes.
Okay. What would you do differently? Just, you know.
Delegate.
I learned to. I talked about my control issue, and it was my control issue. It wasn't anybody else's.
That's why I had to unload the dishwasher and load it with all the bowls facing backwards so that you didn't yell at me.
It wasn't yelling.
Oh, that was you.
The Jack's on a dishwasher cover. Just wet.
Listen, nobody told me
No
until it was all done. It said,
No wire hangers. Well, I haven't checked her closet. I bet she has them everywhere. Yeah, Froggy comes through with the white glove.
Yes, maybe catering.
What would we do differently? This, I have to tell you about this house. I don't know if anybody talked about this lot.
No,
oh my goodness.
It is an old house.
Yes,
And
very old.
there are wings that are added on. And there's not a straight, parallel, perpendicular surface in this house. The beams over here are a good 6 inches off. They kind of slant like most of us right now.
I think this whole bottom, this floor kind of goes like this.
This picture, if you turn around, it's like you're on a wave because you're just kind of rolling. And the floor goes this way, the cabinets lean in the opposite direction.
It's
And it's like a
interesting.
haunted house because it's...
But it's not on a haunted house tour, so I know it's not one of the Grand Haven haunted houses.
You have an orb on your photo.
Yeah, I know.
So
It's over Morgan's head.
Yeah, but that's our Haven.
No, that's an orb. We caught an orb here, people.
I don't know what an orb is, so I have no idea what
It's
she's
a
talking about.
spiritual presence.
Oh, okay.
I felt one the first time I was here.
Really?
Well, I thought the house was having an earthquake because my bed rolls up, like I was rolled over the bed against the wall. And it's right by the stairwell. When people come up the stairs, the wall shakes. And I dreamed I was in the middle of an earthquake. And then when they closed the bathroom door, which is also right by the room.
Yeah, we don't want to talk about
Our door
bathrooms.
Anyway, it was no, it's not that earthquake. It's just the whole room shakes. It was just interesting.
and someone turns on the bathroom light next to the bedroom I'm in, you see the light through the top of the ceiling. Like, the ceiling doesn't quite match the top of the wall.
It's a neat old place, it really is.
It is neat. It's full of good vibes.
It is good vibes.
But the stairs suck.
Yes.
Don't hold it all in.
You know how many times I have circled the center stairwell trying to find
One
the
goes
upper
up and one goes down,
Because
and you have to go to the right one to go to the right direction.
Sure do.
And that lip, I have tripped over this little 1-inch lip that goes from one room to the other 8 times so far.
I think house tripping has something to do with it.
I don't think there's an entire floor in the whole house on any floor that's one level. It all is
even the
multiple
top one
levels.
is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It goes up twice to get to my bedroom.
It goes like this in the middle of the hall.
Okay, what about what I found the best part about when I decided to rent this and found it very quaint with the quilts and you know
chicken
curtains.
My thing was the clawfoot tubs.
Yes.
Oh, yes. The his and hers matching bathrooms with clawfoot tubs. It is just adorable. And the beds are comfortable. I haven't heard anybody complain about the beds.
Right.
And it is quiet at night. It is very quiet at night. Once the ladies shut up.
And quit walking around.
Well, I think last night the last person went to sleep at like 3:30, and
Wow.
the first person up was at 5:30. So.
No, we went to bed a little after 1.
You were the last?
Yeah, because Kobe and I were turning out the lights so she could sleep.
But that clock's been on fly.
No, I looked at my cell phone.
It's plugged back in.
It's plugged back in now. I'm sorry.
I took something to my vehicle this afternoon, and just at the end of the parking lot, at an angle across the street, there's 2 deer munching on the shrubbery in these people's yard.
Oh, wow.
No, at first you didn't see them. At first they were on the front porch of that yard.
No kidding.
They were on the front porch of that house.
I wonder if they don't bait them so that they come out there.
And there's 2 squirrels right across the way that have been playing with themselves.
Playing.
Yeah.
Did you get that video?
Or they play with their nuts.
They've been hopping from tree to tree.
When I was shuttling vendors to the secondary parking this morning, I had to stop twice for herds of deer going across the road.
Yeah, we are in a very heavily. We're in the. We have the Grand River here, and you have to think about how do the deer cross from southern Michigan to northern Michigan on that part of the Grand River, from the south to the north. And we are on the direct line. Duncan Woods is one of their thoroughfares that they go across, because when they get to the Grand at that point, they don't cross on the bridge, I'll tell you. They do swim across at the islands there. And it's very hazardous here, and they have been known to come in and have to bend the herd.
Yeah. And speaking of swimming, just a half a block down the hill is the beach, Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan, sandy beach. It's so beautiful.
The state park,
Sunsets, state parks. It's just all over things.
So, is there anything else?
Ugly Dog Vodka.
And rum.
Oh, and rum. Rum. Where's the rum? Made right here in Michigan, Chelsea, Michigan. Right outside of Ann Arbor. It's not a condom. We don't need those.
It's a Santa hat.
Ho, ho, ho.
And then this afternoon, Ladybug Glitter showed us her MacGyver bee spinner.
Yes.
Oh, that
With
was
a sewing
cool.
machine engine.
With the
Yeah.
sewing
Cute.
machine engine, it was fantastic.
Where is she?
She wasn't in the room. She might have gone to bed.
She did.
She's got to get up to take the old lady today.
Oh.
But since you're not driving, you're just flying, you don't need to sleep.
You sleep when you're dead.
We've had people from Maine,
Yes.
from California,
From Florida.
from Florida,
Colorado.
Arkansas, Colorado,
Iowa.
Iowa, Indiana, Illinois.
Michigan.
Yeah, Michigan. It's been an awesome thing. And if you didn't come, it's your fault. Next year, next time.
And if you didn't come, make plans to come next time.
Definitely.
Only if I get a committee. Or I will get committed.
And
You were on my committee this time. You were wonderful. Thank
I was-
you for everything that you did.
Does the committee come with ugly dog rum and vodka?
yes, it does.
Volunteer now.
This is the rum. It has been opened, but you can take it home. Without the hat.
No ho 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 for
Hat
you.
goes on.
You said we were going to talk more.
You guys are talking all the time.
Oh, screw that.
I'm going, yeah,
This
we're all
is
knitting.
Frida shop.
Pull it more into the picture.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And that's by Elizabeth Lovell.
Yes. It's silky wool.
And you talk with your hands.
I
What
talk
are you
about it
knitting
too.
on?
It's upstairs. It's a coapity. It's a crapity right now.
And I'm knitting the Ashford Cowl by Nicola Powell.
Okay.
The Ashford Cowl. And I'm using yarn from Fiber and it's going to be one of the many gifts I take to Europe when I go in December.
Jealous.
Have I said it?
×3.
That's okay. You'll bring back all my stuff.
I will bring back all my stuff, yes.
Okay, can we go over there? How do you say that word? I'm sorry. I just have to. What's the Woolmiser? Is it Woolmiser? Is it Woolmiser?
In German, it's Wohlmeiser. The W would be a V.
But it isn't an A at the end. It's Wohlmeis.
Wohlmeis.
Woolmiser.
Because I've heard of
Okay,
Wohlmeis.
now
Yeah.
I will let you know in January, but it actually is.
There we go. Okay.
Thank you. I never noticed.
Even if I make it up.
You know, I bet Gigi from the Knitmore Girls can tell us.
Absolutely. Yeah.
We need a clue. Help us sister out.
What are you knitting on? Another condom?
Yes.
Okay. What
Yes.
are you knitting on?
I am knitting a cardigan out of Knit Picks Little Beings.
Well, you didn't ask where my yarn came
Where'd your yarn come from?
from. Out of one of my old bins.
Tell about that.
Okay.
It's been suggested, but it hasn't been told about, and I know you know.
I
Oh,
had
that was one
a
of my
recent
favorite
change of status in this past year, so I moved from one house, big house, to teeny tiny house, no storage. I had several totes of yarn to give away. So I brought them here. And I don't have to bring any home, because
Except for the ones you took back.
except for the couple that I took back.
Did you talk about the stash bash?
No.
That was amazing.
And they kind of mentioned me laying in it, but they didn't say anything.
There are literally thousands of skeins of yarn. all
We're not
piled
kidding.
on
It's a
the
pool.
floor.
It was a pool.
Thousands.
It filled the whole room.
It filled the room. And so someone that we know and love went swimming in the skeins of yarn.
Somebody told me to when I
No,
was.
I think
more
this
than
was-
one person went swimming.
I think
in
this
the
was
yard.
after Ugly Dog Rum.
Why, yes, it was. And should I say that it was Ugly Dog Rum mixed with A&W root beer?
Ooh.
That was
It's a new
amazing.
twist.
It's a new twist because I was too lazy to get off my butt and go get a Coke.
Pictures will be shown.
This is going to be part
Yes.
of the calendar.
Are we
Well, I don't know.
Fiber calendar. Yeah,
How
high
did
fiber
we plan this?
It should be the promotional poster.
For knitting and
Your knitting has balls.
okay.
What color was that yarn?
It was purple.
It should have been blue.
No, mine are used.
This is so not making me.
This is going at the very end.
Outtakes.
Flashing lights.
Warning, warning, hide your children.
Brought to you by.
But anyways,
Ugly Dog Distillery in Chelsea, Michigan. In case you were wondering.
yeah, I think we only have, what, 2 bins left of yarn?
If that.
There.
Yeah, it got empty, and then I think
What pattern?
There's a lot of books left, or magazines.
Yeah, but they were whittled down quite a bit.
Yeah. So all of the leftovers are going to be donated to
Yes.
worthy elderly knitters.
You're taking it, really? I was gonna say, dang, I don't have to load my car?
Let me talk talking about the elderly knitter part.
You're not elderly. You have to act your age to be elderly, and
you definitely go a long time.
When you go out on the porch and you make comments like what you made that I'm not talking about, yeah, you're not elderly. I'm not saying that here. And if I'm not saying it, you know it was damn good. But it has been a wonderful time, very relaxing, and we're going to get back to it. Is there anything else you want to say?
No, I had a fabulous time. It was nice for a change to come to a retreat and not be the hostess.
Yeah. I'm sitting.
Yes. I've been trying to get used to the weekend.
Every time I turn around, she's like, are you going to sit down now? No, I've got this. Are you going to sit down now? No. Yeah, I did sit some. Didn't knit much. Had lots of laughter, huge hugs. It was amazing. And I need a vacation.
Why do you think I take the Monday off after work?
Yeah, I did
after
too.
the retreat.
Well, to make sure that Kagi is going to relax, we all got together and got her a gift certificate to a spa. So she's got a good day's worth of pampering ahead of her. So
thank you.
And some of us cried.
Yes, I did.
Not just you.
Who's cried?
That would be me.
Why did you cry?
Because the look on her face.
I
I see someone else crying and I cry.
Oh, a sympathy crier.
Oh. Yeah. I see a baby laughing.
Hallmark commercials, not a good thing.
You put on an event. You do Knitopia, which used to be Knitaway.
Right.
But you don't go into it expecting anything.
Right.
And you want to give everybody a good time. Yeah. And I know that I brought you hostess gifts. And I received hostess gifts. I mean, we don't go into this. The door prices are all handed out. We're not keeping the good stuff for ourselves, believe me. And the things that were given just floored me.
Oh my God, yeah.
It was amazing.
Thank you, sponsors.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm talking from you guys to me.
Oh, okay.
But yes, thank you, sponsors, completely for all the door prize stuff. I don't think anybody walked away disappointed. And everyone got something, if not more than one. And yeah, I tried to make sure of that. But the stuff from the other knitters that they brought as thank yous to me, I can't say thank you enough to them, which I have, and now I'm putting it out there for you. It floored me, and I know you pretty much feel the same way when it happens to you. Because, I mean, you know in the back of your head as a host, it's going to happen. But you never really expect it because each group is different. Each and every group is different. And I think we had a really good group here this year. So, did you fill up your retreat?
Oh, yeah. We have a few weekday or midweek spots.
Did you fill up from people here?
No, we were already full before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we do have a couple of midweek spots that are still available.
So that works. And I guess I'm going to say goodbye. Bye.
Bye. Don't forget, stock up for the holidays. Ugly dog rum and vodka.
All together now.
Ugly dog rum and vodka from Chelsea, Michigan.